I'd like to announce a miracle. Regen Rovers have won a Premier League game away from home. And it was an absolute thrashing. We went over 20 Premier League games without winning away from home. And then we go and beat Bournemouth 5-0. We have to do it properly. We have an elegance about us. It's the Regen Rovers way. We don't do it in half measures. We've had a fine old time since you last left me. Of course, in the last episode, we did draw 2 games. 1-1 against Blackburn, 1-1 against Wolves. I'll just quickly show you the results and the goals. We've played quite a few games between the last episode and this one. I thought I'd get through to the December period. We're playing 2 games today and hoping to continue our impressive run. We have lost against Liverpool and Man City, but those are expected defeats, aren't they? That was a nice goal from Clark to open the scoring against Wolves. And Will Loader scored his first goal for the club, our new centre-back, sliding in after Rios had hit the bar. An away point against Newcastle, 2-2. 2 very early goals in the game and 2 very late goals. We were the better team though. We had the chances. We should have won it, but we almost lost it, and I thought we had lost it in the 93rd minute because we went 1-0 up through Lawler. Great finish from a Clark cross, but they scored 2 minutes later, and then they scored in the 93rd minute. But Regen Rovers saved the day. He was up there for a for a throw-in opportunity. I'm not really sure why he was up there, but I'm not complaining. It was Shriver, one full-back to the other, crossed it in, and Regen Rovers in the centre-forward position headed home. And then it was the 5-0 thrashing over Bournemouth. Own goal opened proceedings, and then Nunez scored. Oh, this was such a relief to get our first game. We played really well. We created 2 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances, had the most shots. That was a nice finish from Nunez. In the second half, we just turned it on. Dave Barnes got his first goal for the club. Let's have a look at it. And Bournemouth were just all over the place. We just destroyed them. It was brilliant to see. This was nice work from Lawler, setting up Barnes, and he applied the finish. Great finish at the near post. Then Howard Flanagan scored. So our 2 central midfielders scored in this game. Stewart headed it on, but he got it back. And then he found Clark out wide, who crossed it in. And Flanagan, we had 4 or 5 men queuing up there. That's just the way we play. We just burst into the box, don't we? Stewart made a really good impact. He came off the bench, helped create that goal, and then he scored. Shriver crossed it in. Nice finish at the near post from Stewart. What a win. What a way to get our first Premier League win away from home. We lost 1-0 against Liverpool at home defensively. Loader did well, but we just weren't quite good enough in this game to get a point. But then a 3-2 win away from home against Watford, our second away win in as many games. Beat Bournemouth, beat Watford. Glorious. Our first 2 Premier League games came in very quick succession, and it's just brilliant to get that out of the way. We're having a really good season. We're comfortably in mid-table. Hopefully we can push on from there and finish, if we can finish in the top 10, that would be marvellous, wouldn't it? Rios got his first goal for the club in this one. Just over the line, it was decided by the goal line technology. And this was a massive relief. Mark Ball's first Premier League goal of the season. He scored twice in the Hampshire Senior Cup. He'd done all right in the league. He's created goals. He's worked hard up front. But this was his first one in the Premier League this season. And it really is huge for him to get that out of the way. 5-0 win against Basingstoke in the Hampshire Senior Cup. Gnezdilov turned it on. 4 goals from him. Now you might say, well, maybe he deserves a chance in the first team. Possibly he does, but remember the opposition he's playing against. It's probably weaker opposition than he's facing in the under-23s these days. So he's meant to be scoring against these teams. Having said that, Stewart didn't score, Mark Ball didn't score, and they both played in this game. So perhaps he deserves an opportunity. I suppose in the FA Cup, when that comes around, we've got Doncaster or Barnet. I think he deserves to play in that game. When Mark Ball gets 1 goal, he can't stop scoring. He scored his 2nd Premier League game in the next league game. What a legend this guy is. Our club captain still. Oh, by the way, Dave Barnes is our vice captain this season, our guy on loan, just because he's playing regularly and he's got decent influence, or whatever it's called these days. So kind of made sense. I know he's on loan. It doesn't really make sense, but in terms of the team, it did make sense. He's got leadership of 13. We don't have particularly good leadership in the team generally, but he's an exceptional player as well, so he can lead by example. So a decent point at home against West Brom before 2-0 defeat away from home against Man City. They were too strong for us. Now we've got 2 TV games coming up today. Southampton away and Leicester at home. 2 teams in mid-table with us. They're just 2 places, both of them in the 2 positions below us. We're in 10th with 23 points. Southampton level with us, just 1 goal behind. We've really improved our goal difference after our disastrous start to the season. By the way, we went 9 league games without losing from that Tottenham game until Liverpool. That's really impressive. After a disastrous start, we really did improve. So, what can we do at St Mary's? Just down the road, remember, from Winchester. Very short journey. It's much easier to get here than Luton. Why are we playing at Luton? I don't know. However, we're playing really well in Luton Stadium, so I shouldn't complain too much. Decent record against them. They have won one more game than us. Our form's slightly inconsistent, and Southampton seem to have drawn a lot of games recently. They are the favourites. I need to decide the team. So then, we're going with our away tactic, which is very similar to the home tactic these days, just a slightly deeper defensive line and attacking line. Lawler and Ball leading the line. Nunez, Barnes, Ramirez is playing instead of Flanagan because he's just coming back from an injury. Clark on the right hand side. Shriver, who's got our most assists this season. Loader, Rios, Rey Henriquez and Smith in goal. The Southampton team then up front, they've got McDonald, decent looking striker. Their joint top assists. Diogo Rodriguez on the right hand side. Hutchins, I think I remember this name, Jack Hutchins. And a real life play on the left hand side. Nabil Touazi, something like that. They've got some decent players. It's a bit of a local rivalry, this. Friendly rivalry, I like to think, although it might get fierce over the years, I suppose. Let's go for that. That tends to work, and I'll just give a bit of a boost to the defence. Off we go then. Can we keep our decent run going? We lost our last game against Man City. Hopefully we can get back to winning ways and win our 3rd ever Premier League away game. I suppose a draw is most likely. 2 mid-table teams. We still don't have the greatest away record, but it certainly has improved. But here come Southampton early on. Alonso's just been allowed to run. Great tackle by Loader in the end. It was necessary, though. Our midfield just vanished, and Barnes has given up possession there. And here's Rodriguez. Round the back. This is going to be a goal. Surely. Oh, brilliant defending by Rey Henriquez. That was an unbelievable block. He had to do that. It was a guaranteed goal otherwise. Excellent defending from Loader and Rey Henriquez. They're all motivated at the moment. Don't think I need to give them a shout. Don't want to spoil that motivation, do I? Here we go. Long throw opportunity. Shriver into the box. It's headed away, but Nunez here with a chance. Nunez! There we go. 2nd goal of the season. He tends to score goals with his right. Is he actually right-footed? No, he is left-footed. I swear he scored like 3 or 4 right-footed goals and only 1 with his left. Quite strange. Not complaining, though. This is what he can do, though. He's dangerous in these positions because he's scary. He's got that dribbling ability, and players will just step away from him, I think. Worried that he'll beat them far too easily. I'll put him in instead of Sakovic because he's played fairly well lately. Here's a free kick. Nunez to take it. Plays it short to Clark. Bit of a weird free kick that. We've gone all the way back to Shriver. Hopefully we don't waste this opportunity. Here's Mark Ball. Back to Shriver. She just knocked it into the box. That's awful. See, Shriver, what are you doing there? We've just gifted Southampton an opportunity here when we had a really good free kick chance. And McDonald's through. It's a good save at the near post from Smith, but that was very disappointing play from us in the pouring rain in Southampton. Nice stadium, St Mary's. I've been quite a few times. Obviously, I'm local. I tended to go quite a bit at uni. When was the last? I went once last season, but that was like the first time in about 3 years, to be honest. I'll try and get to a game or 2 this year, I think. 1-0 at half time. That's good. Let's keep it going. No need to change anything, I don't think. We just need to cut out those weird mistakes and hope the midfield are fairly solid. We've got Charlery on the bench if we want to bring on a defensive midfielder. Throwing in our own defensive third here. It's thrown to Barnes. It's back to Shriver. Maybe just knock it long for Ball or Lawler. No, we're deciding to pass it up the pitch. Ramirez finds Sean Lawler in that deep line forward role. It's back to Barnes. Into Ramirez. Ramirez, nice ball to Clark, who can run at the left back. Or cross it in early. He does. And Lawler, with the simplest of opportunities. It's practically an own goal for him because it was just such a wonderful cross from Luke Clark. He's done that a few times this season. He's been a great right winger for us. Certainly an improvement on Cochrane and Boyd, who are both okay right wingers. Cochrane has his moments, but Clark has definitely been the better of our right wingers today this season, and Lawler gets his 8th of the season. He's our top goal scorer. We don't have quite such a prolific goal scorer this season. Stewart had scored, actually to be fair, last year we didn't either, did we? Our first year in the Premier League. Mark Ball was our top goal scorer in the end, and he's still got a chance this year of doing it because no one's running away with that accolade. I need to think about subs now, don't I? Here's Mark Ball. Oh, he's done well there. Mark Ball still going. Still going. Oh, decent effort from our captain. I'm just going to bring on Charlery as a defensive central midfielder. Solidify things a bit. And Barnes is quite... I think I'm going to change the central midfield partnership. Not done amazingly well today, have they? They've been destroyed a couple of times in central midfield, so we've changed the midfield partnership. I don't know whether it's a good idea doing that, but we've done it, and Smith has just made a good save there. Apparently it was almost an own goal by Nunez, which was a little bit bizarre because it just pinged at him at 100 miles an hour. Smith did well to keep that out, but it's... Oh, that was an opportunity and a half there. Flashed wide, and I'm going to bring on Stewart just to play as a target man on support, so we'll just have the two strikers helping out a little bit. We'll turn these things down a bit, and we will time waste just to hang on for the last 15 minutes. Defensively, look at those ratings, excellent stuff from them, but there's maybe an opportunity here for Southampton. Here's Hardy, far too easy there, but Smith fortunate that it was straight at him. We're looking like we're going to get our third Premier League away win. We have found a formula that works. Basically, it's the home tactic with a few tweaks. After all that, after trying to find something else that works, going 4-5-1, 4-1-4-1, etc. After all that, it's a 4-4-2 that has done the business and is getting us points away from home. That's good defending. I shouldn't speak too soon, should I? Because there's still a few minutes to go. Here's Charlery. Nice ball out wide to Nunez. And he's got Lawler and Stewart ahead of him. But here, can't talk. Here's Stewart. Stewart! Oh, hits it wide. Oh, plenty of highlights at the end of this game. We do not want this. We want to just this game to fizzle. Where's Charlie going? Why is he charging up the pitch? I've told you to be a defensive central midfielder. Why are you banging yourself into the opposition box? Here's Perez. McDonald. That was too easy. And Charlery out of position. Wake up, lads. If we don't get this win now, that'd be really disappointing. It has been a problem this season, throwing away points towards the end of the game. We've got 15 seconds to hang on here. There still might be a chance for Southampton, but that's out of play. And surely that will be enough. They have had the chances to win this game. They've had 3 to our 1 in terms of clear-cut chances, but we have got the 3 points. We were clinical today. Nunez played well, man of the match. Sean Lawler got a goal as well, which is brilliant. Defensively, we were going to get very high ratings until Charlery went wandering, and I don't know, I don't think I should play him after that. Look at that. After 17 games, 7 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats, 26 points. We're up there. We've got a chance of finishing in Europe if we can keep this going. Highly unlikely. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Anyway, it's time for Leicester today. Let's get on with it. Here we go then. I've made one change to the lineup. Flanagan has come in for Ramirez. He's back. We're using the home tactic. We are regularly using a deep line forward now, though, because I think that works well. The Leicester team, they've got some exceptional players. You might remember Gasper from last year. Lopez on the right-hand side is their best performing player. He looks really good. Bundgaard, Danish international. Left-hand side, they've got real-life Mexican international, Diego Lainez. They've actually got a few real players still in this team, haven't they? Regani as well, the Italian. 38 years old now, still playing. But they are below us in the table. But they did beat us last time out, so we want to get revenge. Let's see what we can do today then in Luton Town Stadium. Look at the Regen Rovers Ultras. Don't think there's any update on the stadium plans so far. We've not had anything finalised, unfortunately. I think it's still going to be 2 or 3 seasons away. Free kick to Leicester. Lopez to take it. Curls it well over the bar. Been a quiet game so far. I'm going to say get creative, I think. Wow, what a boring first half. 1 free kick. That's it. Go for that again. It's worked wonders. I don't think we're going to change anything. It's just one of those games which is very quiet. We're cancelling each other out, I think. I'll take a draw against a strong Leicester team. Another free kick. Just free kicks today. That's it. Lopez to take it. Oh, good save by Smith. He was on his knees. Maybe we've got a chance here. Ray Henriquez, we've taken it short again. Is this going to be wasted? Oh no! Barnes offside. Ah, that's annoying. Was it offside? Oh yeah, he's miles of... What is he doing? Here's Shriver collecting the ball. Knocking it long. Looking for Mark Ball. Can't get on the end of that. Headed away. And that's cleared up to Bundgaard. Charging at our back line. He's fed it through to Lainez. Good save by Smith again. That's the first clear-cut chance of the game, I think. But there's another highlight straight away. Flanagan steps in though. Lawler loses the ball. And here's Leicester. They've certainly been the better team, haven't they? Here's Lopez to Neto. There's not been a huge amount to talk about, but they've had The highlights has been primarily for Leicester. We had the offside goal, of course. Here's Lane as again. Back to Bundgaard. Feeds it through. Shriver is in no man's land, trying to catch up. Oh, well, he's defended well in the end. We had 3 players charging after Lopez. Why did we need 3 players? It's like playground football. Run after the ball. That's all they do. That's crossed in, headed away by Rios. We're having to defend well here, aren't we? Maybe I should go to the away tactic because... Or maybe I don't think I should change it. We've not conceded yet. Oh no, Luke Clark's picked up an injury. We're going to throw on... I don't have Cochrane on the bench. I'm going to play Mark Ball on the right and bring on Alan Stewart. Half an hour to go. Oh, it's been a tight game. Here's Shriver to Nunez. Work your magic, Nunez. He's passed it to Barnes. Barnes loses it, but it's found Flanagan. He's got Mark Ball out wide with his pace. Into Flanagan. He's held on to it just about. Barnes. Someone have a shot. It's to Nunez. Nunez crosses it in. Stewart! There we go. The big man, Stuart Big, has got a crucial goal for us. It's a great cross from Nunez. And I feel like we've got to go. We've got to just be slightly less defensive. We're going to focus down the left. Mark Ball is obviously a weak point down the right. Maybe we should bring him off. I might just play to Sakovic out of position on the right hand side. He's a winger, so he can do a job there, can't he? This was nice play in the end. Barnes found Nunez after we'd kind of lost the ball a couple of times but won it back. And Stewart, stonking header. Oh, highlight straight away. Here's Lawler. Into Barnes. To Flanagan. To Sakovic! Decent effort. Kept up by the keeper. His first touch of the ball is a very good strike. Do I give Charlery another chance? I think I have to. But I just want you to sit there. Don't run forwards. Don't do anything. Hold position's on. Just do that. Shoot less often. Dribble less. Take fewer risks. Just sit there. Don't do anything. Oh no, they brought on Baggio. He's going to be good. He's a wonder kid. Brazilian wonder kid. I've made all my changes, but I'm going to drop Stuart Big back. Gonna time waste a lot. Be more disciplined, defensive. We're keeping the high line because that is the way we play at home, and it tends to. I don't want to change the defensive positioning and confuse the players. More likely to concede that way, I think. But look, it's fizzling away. Here come Leicester. Easy catch for Smith. It's chucking it down again, isn't it? Look at that rain, it's torrential. Smashed long by Smith. Stewart's onto this. Stuart Big is through to win the game. Yes, he comes off the bench and scores twice. And Adrian Smith picks up an assist with a long ball over the top. Alan Stuart Big just bundles his way through and finishes brilliantly. That is 2 wins for you today. 6 points. You hadn't seen 1 win heading into this episode this season, and now you've seen 2. We're having a brilliant season. Regen Rovers have come alive in the Premier League. And there might be time for another one. Here's Barnes, back to Loader. To Nunez. Where's he going? He's found Stewart. He's got no one to head to because Lawler's playing as the deep line forward, of course. That's cleared. Maybe Leicester will get a consolation goal here. Just like against Southampton, maybe. Here's Trevilzio. Interesting name. I like it. Woodburn. Hale. Oh, good defending by Rios. I haven't done an Ask the Manager for you today. I'm working on a tight schedule. I need to get this recorded, edited and uploaded in the same day. And yeah, I need to just be as quick as possible. But we'll have an Ask the Manager in the next episode. Stuart Big is on a hat-trick, but he can't get it. Lawler smashes it over. This should be the final whistle. 10 seconds to go. 2 brilliant wins against teams in and around us. Those are the teams you want to beat, just to create a cushion between yourselves and your rivals. Brilliant performance today as well. I mean, Leicester looked like the better team heading into kind of the 60th minute, really. They'd had a couple opportunities. It'd been very tight up to that point, and suddenly Stuart Big comes off the bench and changes the game. That's it. He's a great impact substitute. I think he's better coming off the bench in some ways than starting because he's just too hot to handle sometimes for defenders. But at the start of the games, I think they can handle him. But the contrast between Mark Ball and Stewart is so big that it confuses the defenders. That's what I think anyway. Ball is about the pace. Stewart's just about the brute force, the height, the strength. What a win. Man of the match for Alan Stewart, our super sub. And that win has taken us up to 7th for the time being. Everyone else will be playing at the weekend, of course. But it has been a phenomenal season, and we have a plus goal difference as well after that 2-0 win. Unbelievable. So the next few games are tough. We've got West Ham away, but they're having a poor season. Arsenal at home, who we were mutilated by away from home. Man United away, second in the table, so it's tough. But then we've got Doncaster and Tottenham, 2 easy games, hopefully. Should be comfortable wins in the cup competitions before first place Spurs. They are flying. They've only lost 1 game all season. Top of the table by about 10 points, I think. The next time you see me, it'd probably be around about here. I don't know, I might play a bit further. Getting through the season fairly quickly. I've only played 3 episodes and we're already up to this point. But yeah, thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. You should have done, because we've actually got 6 points out of 6. That is marvellous. But until next time, enjoy FM19. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.